Americans moving to Canada. Welcome, come on down. But it's not always as simple as that. We get calls frequently about people from the United States who want to move to Canada. They want to relocate, maybe they have family here, they have a job opportunity, or they just enjoy our environment better. Now, ironically, or maybe not ironically, sometimes we get more of these calls during presidential election years in the United States, and so we thought that this video would be timely for our American friends who have been potentially working here or want to work in Canada and move here to make it their home. So there are a number of ways that an American can move to Canada. Sometimes it's done on a temporary basis where it's, maybe you have a job and the job, you can come to work here and it's all in place and ready to go. And these will be and they'll fall under NAFTA. So that's the North American Free Trade Agreement. And in those situations, we're looking at professionals, usually lawyers, geologists, social workers, accountants, and many more. There's lots of different options, but that would be a temporary residence for under the North American Free Trade Agreement, where they're coming in for a 2-year, 3-year period of time. Also, sometimes what we'll do for our clients is we do a labor market impact assessment. So maybe there's a position that you just cannot find a worker in Canada who's Canadian, and so the government wants to make sure that we're not giving away jobs to people who aren't Canadians if there's people who want those jobs. So we might have to advertise for them and prove to the government that, hey, no Canadian is interested in this job or has the skill set required for this job. And so we've identified someone in the United States that wants to move to Canada for short-term or long-term reasons to take this position. And so they go through this LMIA, Labor Market Impact Assessment process. Now, sometimes we can have situations where a person can make a significant impact to Canada or give a significant benefit to the country and its citizens. And so the government looks at those people to bring them in on a temporary basis also. Permanent residency is often that next step that you have in the process where you've been here maybe as a student or maybe as a temporary worker in Canada. You've been here for 3, 4 years, 5 years, and you're like, I want to make Canada my home. So then you apply for your permanent residency. So you become a permanent resident in Canada. You're not a citizen yet. That's the next step if you want to go that route. But it's that next step to allow you to remain in Canada with your residency. And sometimes people will remain a permanent resident. I mean, it's called permanent for a reason, for a very, very long time. There are benefits to becoming a citizen of Canada. So you'll think about that and talk to your immigration lawyer to make sure that you have that rationale right when the time comes. In addition, for Americans who want to move to Canada, there are options in terms of federal programs and provincial programs that are special programs to bring in people for specific jobs. So each province and territory has, on the provincial side, has their own things that they need more workers for. Some provinces have more agricultural-related stuff, some more oil and gas-related stuff, some more tech-related stuff. So it really depends on what you want. Sometimes people want to move to one province because they speak French fluently and they want to be somewhere French. So there's all kinds of different things. And the same is true in terms of the federal government, where they put programs in place to make it easier for people who are looking for certain types of jobs or contribute in a certain way, because we need more of those people in Canada. Now, if you have questions in terms of wanting to move to Canada, to see if you're eligible, what the likelihood of success are, the different ways you can move in, talk to an immigration lawyer. Their role is to help you understand your options and your likelihood of success, and then help you actually make the application to have you come through. There are not always exact answers for these, but you'll have the best options to be able to go, because you might have 2 or 3 different choices so that you can move here and start your new life up north in Canada.